Jazzy TV here. I'm here with the brand Second Nature. What's up, guys? What's up, y'all?
What's the deal, man? How you doing? I'll introduce myself. I go by the name D Romeo. I'm an artist for the brand Second Nature. 22 years old. I'm from the city of Whittier.
Yup. My name Mark. 21 years old from the city of Whittier. CEO of Second Nature. Yup.
Sonny, owner and CEO of Second Nature also, and yeah, just.
Bro, you gotta.
DeAndre Rose, 20, from Whittier, Second Nature too.
Straight up.
Yup.
Alright, so how did this all like come to be? Like, how'd you guys all meet up and stuff?
Shit, I know it started with me and bro. I know them since like 9th grade, I think. And we was going to high school together, and the brand didn't start till about 2017, a little after we had graduated high school. Yeah, mostly it started up because we was into a lot of clothing brands, a lot of different clothing brands and shit. But
And we all grew up
started our own
together
shit.
too. We all childhood homies.
Yeah, I know him since 9th grade. I know him since shit. I know him for a long time, bro. Like,
Little ass boy.
yeah, we was playing ball together like in 5th grade. Something like 5th grade. I know him.
Alright, so what made you guys like want to make a brand and shit, like clothing brand and all that?
Mostly, yeah, like what I said, bro. We was into a lot of brands. We wasn't really copying all that shit though. We just kind of had a mind for it. We had an eye for the clothing, so it's kind of how it started. And yeah, I just want to start my own brand, make my own label, make my own name.
Is there any like specific brands that gave you like inspiration or anything?
Kinda like we just been fucking with like a whole bunch of different brands that you could think of. Like
Mostly the.
I fuck with Bape the most. Like
Yeah.
you know, I fuck with
I'll say mostly like at first it started off with mostly like the mainstream brands, honestly, like Babe, Supreme, shit like that. But then as we started getting to the clothing brands, then I started getting inspiration from a lot of local brands and shit like that. But mostly I would say off the bat, Babe and Supreme, probably that's what started it for me.
Where did the name come from? Like, who made the name and stuff?
He came up with the name. When we started, it was only us two. We pretty deep now as a team, but when it first started, it was only me and bro. And we was kind of just going back and forth with different names. And one night he just texted me. He said, "What about Second Nature?" I'll never forget that night. And that shit just clicked, bro. When I read it, I was like, "Damn, that shit hard." And a lot of people always tend to ask like, "Oh, like what's the meaning behind Second Nature?" I mean, we didn't really put too much thought into it. I mean,
Self-explanatory.
yeah, but it's self-explanatory. Really, if you don't know what Second Nature means, then that's what
As far as it just comes to you, it's another way. It's just second nature. What comes natural.
And the clothing shit, it comes natural to us.
Yeah.
And the music shit, it comes
Yeah,
natural.
that shit just second nature.
And basketball too, and we be hooping too.
Yeah. Sunday. Cool little Sunday.
D Rose right here.
How often do you guys like drop like clothes and stuff and like do I drop some of that?
When we first started, we was low-key dropping a lot of shit. Like we was dropping, I be tripping out on that shit too. Like 2017, 2018 when we first started, I was dropping like damn near every weekend, but it wasn't really hitting like that. Like it wasn't really selling. But now we try to space out our drops a little bit. We try to drop like every maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe every like month to let people kind of sit and make people wait, because once they wait for it, once something drops and they want to really fuck with it. But in the beginning, we was dropping a lot of shit, bro. It was coming a lot of shit.
How did you guys kind of like get around like networking and like showing people your brand and stuff and kind of like doing all that?
Mostly just Instagram. It started off with Instagram. We barely got on like Twitter and barely got on other shit, but mostly Instagram, bro. And Instagram, deadass, is the best fucking place to promote yourself, bro. Like when it comes to social media, Instagram is the best place to promote yourself. And Instagram is kind of where it all started for us. That's where we got our little base.
Like, where can people like find your clothes at and like can like cop stuff at?
On our Instagram, bro. Top Instagram.
Second Nature 2ND NATUUREE. Follow us and you can find our merch there. Website coming soon.
But we low key lagging, but it's coming soon. Trust.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same thing with the den. Same thing, pretty much. It's shot too, and then you get comes with shipping and all that. I mean, it's it, bro. So,
We all gonna take them right now.
oh, you got them strong.
What was like your like biggest moment when like you knew like your brand was like coming up a little bit?
What do you think?
We're doing an interview right now.
Probably.
Hold up.
It's the wizard. It's obviously the wizard.
Probably. I think we did like a little.
Hey, this is Major right now. He's filming.
I need a rap. Sonny.
After.
Oh yeah.
After, boy. Cap.
My
Big
bad,
cap,
y'all.
man.
Excuse me for that.
Cap.
Yeah. Biggest moment probably. I'll say.
Shot, man.
I remember one time we did a giveaway at Whittier High School. We had posted We had
High
posted.
school
We
should pop up.
we just had posted like, what high school fucking with us? We gonna go. We gonna give them free merch, and we had a lot of merch. We probably had like maybe 20 to like 30 shirts, shorts, all that. And Whittier High School ran it up, bro. It was like 300 comments. Most of them said Whittier High School. So we put up to Whittier High School, and we was low key fucking. We was on top where like the gym was at. I don't know if y'all ever been to Whittier High School. They got like the top of the stairs, and we was throwing out merch and shit. And that honestly got us a lot of fucking attention. And that was probably, I think that was last year. That's what I'm saying. 2017 and 2018, they were kind of slow years. I'm not gonna lie. We were still riding it out, but they were slow years. It wasn't like we was really blowing up. But 2019, that's where it kind of started, and a big part of it started because of the Whittier High School shit. And then when we posted it, that was probably our first post to hit like 400 likes. And like 400 likes ain't really shit, but like when you're only getting like 80 likes a post, and then you get 400 likes, it's like, all right, people are starting to see it a little bit. So that's kind of where it all started.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, y'all take a shot?
Yeah, I took a shot.
All right, bet. Yeah.
All right, so how did you kind of like meet different artists and get them to wear your brand? Like, did you just like DM them on Instagram, or how'd you like meet up with them?
Well,
Bro,
either we
took care
DM
of
them or sometimes they just DM us. And like we usually put people in that we personally fuck with as rappers that we listen to. We like putting them in merch. So then, and
also
sometimes they just
too,
hit us up.
And also too, now we're in the position. Now we got an artist. Back then we always were trying to push the artist a little bit, and now we finally got an artist. So through him, there's a lot of other artists that we've been able to get in touch with that fuck with, bro. And like at the end of the day, we fuck with we try to fuck with a lot of like local artists that are trying to come up too, because they see the same picture that we do. You know, we not big yet, but we trying to be there, and that's why I fuck with the most. And so as we've been fucking with a lot of smaller rappers, a lot of underground rappers, and a lot of West Coast shit, and a lot of trap shit, mostly because of him. I'm more just like we two different scenes, bro. Like I fuck with the West Coast scene, and bro fuck with like the trap scene, all that.
We try to put some more hoopers too on it too.
Hell yeah, we trying to push the basketball players.
College
So
hoopers.
if any hoopers are in there, and you need to get put on, first you gotta beat my boy Devin though 1-on-1. That's how I know you're a hooper.
And another thing when it comes to basketball, it gotta come to a second nature to you. That's how it gotta be a second
All right, I'm
nature.
gonna put you to the test though. You gotta beat my boy Devin 1-on-1, and you gotta beat Dre after. If you could beat both of them, then I'll promo you. Because if you can't beat them, then I mean, shit, we already got it done. And we already got what we need. Feel me?
So how long have you been like rapping and stuff, bro?
I started rapping since I was young. I just barely started pushing it. Little backstory: I was gone for a while. I had a little vacation. I did some time, and I got out and really started pushing it now. And these been my brothers since I was old enough to understand things. So, you know, they already had the brand popping and stuff like that. They already had their motives and their images on what they wanted to do. So I came in and they gave me the opportunity, and I transitioned straight in. And so now I'm the artist for the brand. So I'm 22 right now. I did 4 years, so it kind of paused me for a while. But I just was rapping before that. I just didn't take it so serious. So I got out September of last year, and I've been pushing it since. So I would say like 9 months.
What kind of made you change your mind about like taking it seriously instead of just like doing it for fun and stuff?
It's crazy to you. It's crazy to me actually. My fault. It's crazy to me because like what made me take it serious was I used to do it for fun, but so many people would push me more with the music, like my brothers and stuff too, and see the potential. And I used to do it just as therapy because I deal with a lot of things in the streets with my mind, a lot of stuff. So it'd be a way of me feeling better. But a lot of people would push me all the time, like you really gotta push this, you gotta push it. So I started seeing how many people started supporting me and actually jumping on to what I'm doing. And I told myself maybe I could use everything I go through and actually help other people and stuff. So we put some lit music now.
What was your like first song that you ever uploaded and like put out?
Man, you said up from?
Like what was the first song you put out like and uploaded and stuff?
Oh, okay, my fault. First Day Out. It's called First Day Out Freestyle, and it's funny because that song was a fast song, and it wasn't even like mixed and mastered really too right. We still said fuck it, we put it out there, and that shit like is most popular right now still.
But tell bro about the days of the 2015 days when you had a couple little tracks.
Oh yeah.
Couple little tracks.
Before I went away, I was a SoundCloud rapper, so I dropped it without it being like mixed and mastered. And I had some songs that were actually there was a struggle and stuff like that. It was crazy, and it's funny too when you listen that way back and how much younger I was.
It's crazy too, cause like I said, bro, I knew bro like when we was young, like 5th grade, 6th grade, and we was cool all up until like 8th grade, but we kind of lost our way a little bit. Like we wasn't really talking. We was doing different shit. I was hooping, he was doing his own thing, and that's why I kind of heard his shit. His shit popped up.
Yeah.
One of those little songs.
Yeah.
Remix of Stan. Real
Yeah,
quick.
I did a remake to the song by Eminem called Stan.
Yeah.
And I called it The Struggle. And I'll never forget, he hit me on Twitter. That's when Twitter kind of like was, and he hit me on Twitter and he was like, hey bro, that song's something different. That song's crazy, and everybody was messing with that song.
And that
So-
and that shit wasn't even mixed
Yeah,
at all,
nah,
bro.
I
If we
mean-
listen to that song and compare it to his songs now, we'll
Yeah.
probably laugh. Like,
Yeah,
what the
for
fuck?
sure, for sure.
Crazy.
What song did like the most numbers and was like the biggest one so far?
Next one.
My next one is about to blow up, y'all. I'll say that. But as of right now, I have a song called "Till the End" featuring Sambo and Mac G, young artist coming up too. But that song's probably like, as far as like, 'cause I have a video to it, is the most popular for me right now. But I really like, once I drop this new one, I got it with Joe Maynard. Shout out Joe Maynard too. He's an artist that's very coming up right now. And bro, I had that song. It's called "Back It Up," party song. Music video was lit, and I promise y'all, real talk, y'all caught me right before this one takes off. It's gonna take off. This one's the one called "Back It Up."
Yeah, we just recorded that music video 2 nights ago. Back it
Yeah.
up. Shit was a real life movie.
Shout out Joe Maynard, man. He's a crazy artist.
Shit was a movie.
What kind of music do you like tend to make? You kind of make like party music or like street music or like
What I do is
or like all around.
I people tell me I have a different sound. It's crazy. So I kind of I have a song that's about like my feelings. You know, like it's called "Emotionless." So I talk about a lot of different stuff about the streets, about female that might have, did me a certain way. And then I have songs that are like straight for the street that, a little bit more, but my last one's like a little party banger. But I say a lot of my music, no matter what type of subject I say it's on, I talk about a lot of stuff. About the streets, about the struggle, about love. I do a lot of I mix it in a lot of my lyrics,
Bro, versatile.
Yeah.
Versatile as fuck.
Is there a release date on your new song coming out or not yet?
Man, it's ready. But I'm just I like teasing sometimes.
Announce on this shit.
Huh?
Announce on this shit.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I don't know if we
I'll
can
say-
announce it.
I'll say today is what day is it? The date.
Today's
The 12th. Today's the 12th. Man, do I even give an estimate? Like,
It'll be out this month.
yeah,
though.
it'll be out this
Can't
month.
give-
That's perfect. It'll be
can't-
out this month.
Can't
yo.
give a day yet,
Yeah.
bro. You gotta keep the people waiting.
Back It Up. Back It Up by D Romeo featuring Joe Maynard. Y'all just caught it before it blows up.
All right, y'all. That was Second Nature. Anything else you want to say? Shout out or anything?
If you're viewing this, cop your merch. Make sure you get your merch.
Get your fucking merch.
If you're viewing this, don't sleep on the merch. It might be too late on the pricing because it's gonna keep growing as much as it's popping more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna say my personal account because I really don't care about mine. But just follow Second Nature, 2ND, Nature with 2 U's, 2 E's. Cop some merch, fuck with bros music.
Follow my Instagram.
Yeah.
too.
Hold up some of your like clothes and shit too, so they can see. You know.
Some
Crew neck,
little shit.
bling.
Bling crew necks, graffiti hoodies.
You got short and hot too.
Yeah, just a little bit. Diggy suit, got an army.
All our Instagrams too.
Hell yeah. We'll put it in the bio.
Put it in the bio,
Yeah.
right there. You know what I mean?
All right, y'all. That was Second Nature. Tap in with them. You feel me?
Yes, sir.